Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. Okay, guys, so I hope you are able to join us for our Honesty Topics with Kim from Bravo Breaking News. That was this morning at 12 p.m. Eastern, which, as always, is so much fun. We had an incredible conversation, and I love having Kim on. But we have a lot more to talk about. So before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And it's been a while. Welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. Get subscribed because there's a lot of shit that's coming out. But it's been a while since we've talked about any Vanderpump Rules or Rachel Leviss or Raquel or Rocky or whatever the... I can't keep up, and that's okay. However she wants to identify her first name, we're going to do it. So Rocky it is. Let's go. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. All right, guys. So Rachel Leviss. Man, where do I begin? Oh, Rocky. Shit. This is where I'm going to begin. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Rachel, Raquel, or Rocky opened up about the shame backpack that she carried in rehab on a recent episode of her podcast. Now, 1 year after the former Vanderpump Rules cast member spent months in a mental health facility to recover from the scandal that erupted over her months-long affair with Tom, Raquel detailed an activity, I guess, that she took part in during treatment and spoke of her dating life. One of my individualized assignments was a shame backpack, where basically I was instructed to write down every mean thing that I could recall being thrown my way. All the insults, all the name calling, all the derogatory comments that I could remember. From there, the facility where Raquel was staying, the Meadows in Arizona, created a book for her to carry. She said it was very, very heavy. And I was assigned to wear that backpack everywhere that I went for that week. It did hurt my back. When I was processing through this assignment with my therapist, I had to read all of the comments. And then my therapist asked me if I wanted to take them on and to carry them with me for the rest of my life. And I said, no, I don't. And I was instructed to tear up all of the pieces of paper. Now, included in Raquel's shame backpack was a photo from a newspaper that another resident found that featured a headline about Scandal and a photo of her and Ariana. I actually had this in my shame backpack, and it's just so wild that it literally made its way into the Meadows rehab facility. It was kind of surreal that this came into my possession that week of my assignment. That taught me not to take on all of the hate, all of the shame that was being spewed onto me, because life is so much harder when you take that on. Let me say this really quick. I understand that the girl flubbed. She messed up. It's not a flub. It's a big cup. You messed up. She went to rehab. She started a podcast. We're done with Scandal, guys. I'm calling it now. Scandal's over. We're not going to sit here and terrorize Rocky, Rachel, Raquel. I mean, listen, you want to add a little few like funny, like, oh, we're changing our name again. I don't give a shit about that. But I don't want to sit there and like terrorize somebody. She's already been terrorized enough because she brought it on herself along with Tom Sandoval. They brought this on. Their actions created reactions, right? However, at some point you have to be like, we're done. You don't get to just bully somebody for the rest of their lives. And you don't want to. Nobody wants to do that. We're all better than that. Like, that's bullshit. So, moving on. During another moment on her podcast, Raquel shared that she was looking, or what she was looking for in future relationships, and confirmed she'd taken a year off dating. I've taken a year off dating to do work on myself and know that I'm, getting back out there and meeting new people. I met someone who I had awesome communication with, and he was very emotionally intelligent and emotionally regulated. Now, since April, Raquel has been linked to businessman Matthew Dunn, who she does not mention by name. Well, she said, I've kind of been seeing somebody else, and it's been a fun fling, and he's just so sweet, so kind, and it really does make a difference. This sounds so silly, like a standard stuff that you would just have as basic benchmarks for relationships, but she's impressed by emotionally regulated men. but she feels accustomed to toxic and abusive relationships, finding it difficult to engage with nice guys. It's hard for me to be with a sweet guy and think of it as a serious long-term thing. Like, I don't see him as my husband. And I think we need to experience that sweetness and that other side of the spectrum in order to find a good balance. Well, speaking of the man that she's talking about, his name is Matthew Dunn. Yeah. Well, you want to know who's done? Rachel Leviss. Thank you to tasteofreality.com. She apparently ended her relationship with the single dad entrepreneur, Matthew Dunn. He posted about the relationship on social media after they agreed that they would keep their relationship private. And Taste of Reality, they were the first to break the story after they verified a tip from a follower. The breakup. Former Vanderpump Rules personality took to her podcast, Rachel Goes Rogue, to detail what went wrong. She said, I tried this dating experience with this new person that approached me and asked me on a date, and I intentionally wanted to take it slow. In the past, it was like a one-night stand with James that turned into something more. Then with Tom, it was a secret relationship that I was thinking with my heart and not logically, and I want to have sex, and we did. But she also continued, Matthew is Christian, but I'm not seeing him anymore. He was like, this is in alignment with my values. So he was kind of all for it. He told me one thing and his actions were different. I asked him not to post on social media because it was too soon in the relationship. We were dating for a month. A month is too soon for social media, right? So when I went to Stagecoach for the weekend, he updated his Facebook photo to a picture of us and the media caught wind of it. And it was just a whole thing. And I had to end it. And it was hot. It's sad because we had a good connection and good like conversation. He was emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent, and those are standard things, but those were new things for me to experience. And it just seemed like maybe he either had an impulse control issue because we agreed to not do that, or he wanted to post to like show me off. But in case any of you guys missed it, Taste of Reality broke the news of Rachel's new man, Matthew Dunn, on April 29th. And Matthew posted a group photo, including Tom Sandoval's former fling, Rachel, to his Instagram on April 15th, and he thanked two new friends for making the connections. And Matthew said, we rode over the mountains and through the woods, but Grandma's house could not be found. However, we did rally the side by sides and swim at a waterfall. And Rachel ended up putting, what an incredible experience, in the comment section, to which Matthew replied, so much fun. All right. So basically what I'm gathering here is, she wanted the relationship to be quiet. He didn't know how to keep his mouth shut. That's a problem because if she's trying to keep the relationship quiet and you don't know how to be quiet, then that just makes you a liability because you're not the one who just went through all of the public scrutiny. Now you're dating this girl and she's saying, this is what I've been through. And the reason I say that this is a problem is because when I first met Jason, I was so afraid, guys, genuinely terrified to come out to my family. I did not want to tell them I hate this conversation. I didn't want to tell them anything. I didn't want to say like, oh man, like, sorry, your son's gay. Because I thought at the end of it, they're not going to talk to me ever again. And that, like this isn't ever I'm going to lose my entire family. That's not something that you ever want. So if you are going through something, which is, I obviously was not in this big affair or anything, but if you're going through something like anything like that, and you're just asking for a timeline, I was so grateful that Jason gave me a year to be able to evaluate the relationship and see. And then on that 1 year anniversary is when I told my family, and they reacted amazingly. But sometimes when you ask for time because of other things, other factors that play in, it's important to listen. So I want to hear what you guys think. Oh, fucking Friday. Pop off in the comment section, smash that like button, show some love, and I hope I get to see you guys at my birthday. I love you guys, and I'll see you later.